I love this point of view photo that I took during my trip to New Zealand. This was taken at Kepler Track, which is one of the 8 great walks of New Zealand. I love that you can just see ridge running at its finest, and the focus is completely on the majesty of the mountains. There's no distraction of other hikers. You really get a feeling for what it's like to be out there in the midst of this. But there's a second reason why I love this photo too, and it's because I had actually done a couple of the different great walks, but this was the first time that instead of carrying with me a 65-liter pack, like most of the other hikers were, and having to use the trekking poles to help carry that weight, I had realized before this hike that this is only a 3 or 4 day hike. And unlike some of my previous trips, like when I was hiking the Appalachian Trail, I didn't need all that much baggage with me. So I had slimmed down my pack beforehand, and I was only carrying my ultralight pack, which can carry about 10 or 12 pounds. And that was great because I only needed a couple days worth of food once I had decreased what was on my back. So I ditched my trekking poles. I had my ultralight pack. Now, granted, I was eating not as fancy as the other hikers. I was having rice and beans and ramen throughout my hike, but instead of bearing down the weight of all that food and all those unnecessary resources, I was able to do a gentle stroll. And so when I look back at this picture, I not only think of how amazing it was to be surrounded by so much beauty, but I also remember that that was the first time that I learned the lesson that no matter what other people are doing, it's really important that you hike your own hike.